In this webinar, we will review the major changes to MyBernard and RapidEntry for the June 18th, 2015 release. These changes include enhancements to RapidEntry, user administration, partners, appeals, queries, planned giving, and custom imports modules. Our first enhancement is to the user administration module. Bernard has added a new level of security to user passwords. All user passwords will now need to meet the following guidelines. They must be at least 7 characters long, must contain at least one uppercase letter, must contain at least one lowercase letter, must contain at least one number, must contain at least one special character such as a pound sign, exclamation point, question mark, tilde, or @ sign, cannot contain the user ID, and specifically cannot contain any more than 2 consecutive characters from your username or full name. They must expire every 90 days and must be different from the previous 4 passwords. Additionally, Bernard is no longer storing user passwords in the database, and as such, the Bernard support team will not be able to locate or reset passwords for users. All users will be required to follow the Forgot Password link from the MyBernard home screen in the event that their password is forgotten. We will not be requiring all users to reset their passwords immediately. Once your current password expires, you will then be required to create your new password using the rules stated above. Our next enhancement is to the Appeals module. Bernard has added data and formatting to the Appeal Pull QC report. In order to provide more information to Bernard users who are creating appeal pulls, we have added some information to the Appeal Pull QC report. Bernard now displays the Appeal Pull channel at the top of the report, as well as highlighting any segments not included in the appeal pull for a quick visual reminder that those segments are not used. The next 3 enhancements are to the Partners module. Specifically, they are changes to pledges, and we'll review these in order. In the first change to pledges, Bernard has made processing recurring donations or pledges more secure. We now support and will utilize tokenization on recurring payments processed through our supported payment gateway providers. This ensures your recurring donor's payment information is never stored anywhere intact in our database, and will provide you and your recurring donors the confidence their payment data can never be compromised from within your database. Please note that for our clients using the CyberSource Gateway, your account with CyberSource will need to be upgraded. Please contact your CyberSource representative or support@mybernard.com for additional details. Additionally, please note that all transactions will continue to process as normal until the time that you have had your account upgraded with CyberSource. For our second change to pledges, Bernard has updated and changed the language used to create and describe pledge frequency. The options for the pledge frequency have been renamed in order to help users more easily create and understand pledges. The frequency option have been changed as follows. Daily will now be 1 time per day. Weekly, 1 time per week. Semi-monthly has been changed to 2 times per month. Monthly is now 1 time per month. Bi-monthly equals every other month. Quarterly equals 4 times per year. Semi-annually equals 2 times per year. And annually equals 1 time per year. In the final change to pledges, Bernard has added a field in pledges to make it more intuitive for users to change the day of the month a pledge is processed. This new field is called Day to Charge, and it will be the exact day that a recurring pledge payment is processed. In our last enhancement to the Partners module, Bernard has created a Partner Notes Summary page that would allow the searching or sorting of notes when viewing a partner in MyBernard. To provide MyBernard users a way to easily search and filter partner and transaction notes, we have modified the Note Summary page within the activity box. It now supports both search and filtering of all partner and transaction notes. Our next enhancement is to the Queries module. A MyBernard user will now be able to mark a query as not editable by other operators. With this checked, the query will not be able to be changed by anyone other than the user who created it. Our next enhancement is to the Planned Giving module. Bernard has made a change to the Planned Giving module. Within the Planned Giving page, a user assigning an RDD to a partner will now have a visual indicator letting them know the partner has already been assigned an RDD. The user will have the option to cancel or continue adding the RDD to the partner. In our final enhancement to MyBernard, we'll review changes made to the Data Center custom imports. MyBernard users will now be able to create partner or transaction notes using either the data append or new names imports. The last three enhancements we will review are for Rapid Entry. When creating pledges in Rapid Entry, Bernard will now automatically determine and display the payment card type. For our next enhancement to Rapid Entry, data entry users will now be able to edit and delete partner and transaction notes from within Rapid Entry, in the same way that they are able to within MyBernard. Please note, the user will need to have the appropriate rights. For our final enhancement to Rapid Entry, to help data entry users easily see shipping costs from the main Rapid Entry page, we will now display the sum of the shipping cost by hovering over the shipping button on the products panel. Additionally, when a cost is present, the button will be highlighted as the visual indicator for the data entry user.